Okay, for those of you that are having a hard time understanding or knowing if your value is correct or not, I'm going to show you exactly how you know if you're doing the right thing or you're not. Now I have to tilt this paper a bit because of the glare. Here I have two values, and the glare that they reflect really inhibits this process. If you were doing it straight up, you would be able to see. So while I do this, I want you to blur your vision, and obviously I can't hear you, so I'm just going to continue, but in your mind notice and stop, or in your mind say stop when you see the value start to dissipate. So I'm going to tilt this up, and at this point I want you to blur your vision and tell me where the value starts to dissipate. All right, let's do that one more time. If you stopped, or in your mind, if you stopped at around 5, and remember, in order to do this successfully, you have to blur your vision. So you could have stopped at 5 or 6. 6 on the video, that's exactly correct. In real life, the 5 is more correct than the 6, but maybe due to the settings, the 6 is correct on the video. So if you said stop at 6 because that blends, then you are correct, and that's how you check if your value is correct. If I do this with it facing down, it doesn't work because there's too much glare, so you can blur your vision right now, and as I tilt this up, you'll see it starts to disappear because the glare starts to fade. Does it start to disappear here on the 5 on the camera? No. Does it disappear like that anywhere else? No, because the value is 6 on camera. So that's how you check value. Here I have another value, a much lighter value, and I'll ask you to do the same thing. Just blur your vision and tell me where it disappears. Now you can see it's starting to match, and bam, right there. So this is a value of 2, and I know that's very light, but you'll see it. You see when I go to 1, you see it. Or when I go to 0, you see it. But on 2, blur your vision and it disappears. All right, now just quickly, I'm gonna do that same thing, but I'm gonna blur the camera a bit for those of you that have a hard time blurring your vision, just so you could see what it's like. So this is the first one we used. And again, I have to tilt it a bit so it doesn't reflect. And here we're starting at 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you can see it starts to fade a lot. So it's blending into 6. You have 7. Right here is 8, and it even starts to look lighter. And 8, 9, and 10, it's lighter. All right, now let's do the lighter value. And obviously we're gonna start from this end, because we'd get there too soon from the other end. Here we're crossing 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. And that value blends perfectly into 2. That's how you check your values. That's the purpose of blurring your vision. Hopefully you guys understand that, and when you check your work, you blur your vision. If it looks like whatever you're doing will melt into the reference, then that's the correct value.